choosing a bow out to use for your students and yourself, I would recommend getting a toothpick bow or a wooden bow. It's nice and small, nice and light. Okay? Like I said, padded weapons for everything, but for bow, make sure and get a toothpick bow or a wooden bow that's nice and small. And when you're getting bows for your students or for yourself, make sure it's about the same height as you. This one's a little bit shorter. Okay? So you don't want a 6-year-old kid or whoever using a bow this size. Make sure they have good bow size. So whenever, first thing you're going to learn is where to hold the bow. Okay, you're going to divide it in thirds. Okay, so grab your bow, divide it up in thirds. Okay, both hands aren't going up. One hand's up, one hand's down. Okay? So that's how you hold the bow. Nice firm grip always. First thing we're going to learn is called an overhead front strike. Okay, we're going to do that in a second. First, all the stances we're going to use in the bow. We're going to use a long front stance. So, I know how we've done our four balance in the past. We're going to bring our leg in some and lean forward a little. We're going to use a front stance. So to do our overhead front strike, we're going to put the bow over our shoulder. Up, strike. So bring up your knee, straight over, set down, turn your wrist over, and make sure the hand comes down by your hip. Here, here. Okay, make sure you don't land like this. Turn your wrist over. Here. Okay. Overhead front strike. Right there. Next thing we're going to learn is the thrust, the front thrust. To do this, we have it in thirds. Pull back. Step down into our long front stance. Keep your elbow up, straight across. Not like this or like this. Always keep your elbow up. Pull back, thrust to the target. Okay? Pull back, thrust. Okay. Now the next thing is reverse thrust. So we do our thrust, reverse thrust, turn, thrust behind you. So from this angle, here's the front thrust, reverse thrust. Okay, let's review. Over the head front strike. Thrust, reverse thrust. Okay, the next thing we're going to learn after the over the head front strike, we're going to do an up down. You're going to come up, strike to the chin, down. Keep your elbow up. Okay, so over that front strike, up down. Now side to side, side to side. Okay, we're going to call this a 4-point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overhead front strike, 4-point. Okay. Front thrust, reverse thrust. Okay, that's a 4-point, up, down, side to side. Next thing we're going to learn is an uppercut. Cross step uppercut with the bow. And thirds right here. Right leg's in front. We're going to step up. Okay, swim, figure 8, and pull. So we're here. Pull up your left side of your bow. Step forward with your left leg. And uppercut, like you're curling. Okay, so like we do a front thrust. Cross step uppercut. From here. Cross step uppercut. Cross your legs over and pull. Okay, so we've got that down. Next thing is an over the head rib strike. So let's practice in a horse stance. Okay, the bow's in front of us. We're going to do an over the head rib strike. Up. Over the head rib strike. Up. Turn. Land. Up. Turn. Land. Over the head rib strike. Okay? So up. Turn, strike to the rib. Up. Strike to the rib. Make sure you always get it over your head every time. That's over the head rib strike. Now over the head knee strike. Same thing, over the head. We strike to the knee. stretch the knee. So we're going to do like a knee sweep. Okay? Over the head knee, over the head rib. Let's review everything. Over the head front strike. 4-point, up, down, side, side, front thrust, cross step uppercut, okay, reverse thrust. The next thing is just a block, a bow block. We're going to bring it up like this. And our form we're going to do, we're going to block out at an angle. So you're going to block out at an angle like this. A block. Okay? We're going to do a push block too, same thing. You're going to push it out and block. Here. Okay? Here. Block. Now that's all the techniques you need to know. Let's practice all those techniques. I'm going to go over them one more time, then you'll be ready for the form. Over the head front strike. 4-point. Up, down, side to side. Over the head rib strike. Over the head knee strike, cross step uppercut, front thrust, reverse thrust. And there you are. Practice those techniques and get ready for the form. Welcome back to the bow section of a 36-month theme rotation. And now that you guys know your techniques, your basic techniques for the bow, we're going to learn the form. It's called bow form 1. Pretty simple form. There's 5 sequences in it. Okay, you're going to want to learn it sequence by sequence. Build upon that. It'll be much easier to learn, much easier to teach your students when they're trying to learn. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start in attention. The bow is going to be at our side. Okay, now, courtesy bow. Step out with our left leg into a left front stance. Bring your right leg up to your left knee and bow block. Okay? So we bow, step out with our left leg, right leg to your left knee, bow block. Now from here, we're going to step out with our right leg back, turn over the head rib strike. Over the head rib strike. 4-point. Front thrust. Cue. Into a nice deep front stance. Okay, let's do sequence 1 again. That full thing was sequence 1. Courtesy bow. Step out. Bow block. Step back and around. Over the head rib strike. Over the head rib strike. 4-point. Front thrust. Cue. Okay. That's sequence 1. Okay, one more time now. Follow along with me here. Bow. Step out. Block. Step back. Over the head rib strike. Over the head rib strike. 4-point. Front thrust. Cue. Not here. Sequence 2. We're going to step up with our right leg and uppercut. Okay, so we did a front thrust. Step up with your right leg and uppercut. Now, pull back your right foot and the bow. Across. Push block. Over the head front strike. Cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Okay. It's the first part of sequence 2. So we did our front thrust here. Now sequence 2. Step up, uppercut. Pull your right leg back and the bow. Across. Push block. Over the head front strike. Cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Okay. Now from this front thrust, we're going to over the head knee strike. Step up, over to a horse stance. half circle. You're going to come from your knee, half circle to the ribs, over the head rib strike, side to side, over the head rib strike. And we're done with sequence 2. Okay, there's sequences 1 and 2. Let me review sequence 1 real quick. Then we'll review sequence 2. Sequence 1. Cue. Sequence 2. Step up uppercut. Slide back. Push block. Over the head front strike. Cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Over the head knee strike. Step up and over. Half circle. Over the head rib strike. Side to side. Over the head rib strike. Good. Now, we're going to sequence 3. Now when we do this, we're going to step back with our left leg. Turn to a 4 balance. Over the head rib strike. Let's do that again. We're right here. We just finished sequence 2. Now you go to sequence 3, step back with your left leg slightly. Turn to your left. Over the head rib strike. Okay? Now from here, we're going to do a cross step uppercut. Excuse me, we're going to do a front thrust. Cross step uppercut. Okay? It's the first part of sequence 3. So we just finished sequence 2 right here. Sequence 3, step back. Over the head rib strike. Front thrust. Cross step uppercut. Okay, now from this uppercut, we're going to do another front thrust. Over the head knee strike. Step up, over, just like in sequence 2. Half circle. Over the head rib strike. Side to side. Over the head rib strike. Okay. So sequence 3 is almost just like sequence 2. You're going to do it in a different direction. Okay, so you have sequence 1, you go left and right. Sequence 2, down the center here, you finish it just like you'll do sequence 3. Sequence 3, you turn to your left. Do the same thing in sequence 2 almost. To your left. Okay, so let's do sequence 3 again. So we just finished sequence 2, overhead rib strike. Step back, overhead rib strike. Front thrust, cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Over the head knee strike. Step up and over. And remember, same thing as over here. Circle up halfway. Over the head rib strike. Side to side. Over the head rib strike. Okay. Now sequence 4, we're going to step up with our right leg. Over the head rib strike. Step back with your left leg slightly. Reverse thrust. Okay, let's do that again. So, we just did sequence 3, alright? We finished sequence 3. Sequence 4. You're going to step up with your right leg over the head rib strike. Reverse thrust. Okay? Rib strike. Over the head knee strike. Over the head front strike. Okay? So, we finished sequence 3. Here. Okay. Step forward, rib strike. Reverse thrust, your left leg should be in front. Rib strike. Over the head knee strike. Over the head front strike. Cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Cue! Okay, that's sequence 4. Sequence 4, you're going to reverse thrust. Rib strike. Overhead knee strike. Overhead front strike. Cross step uppercut. Front thrust. Okay, let's go through it one more time. Sequence 4 here. Okay. Sequence 4, step forward. Over the head front. Overhead rib strike. reverse thrust, rib strike, over the head knee, over the head front, cross step uppercut, front thrust. Cue. Now from this front thrust, we're going to end the form. Okay? We're going to step back with our right leg and high block. Step forward with our right leg and low block. Alright, let's try this again. So right here, we just finished sequence 4. Sequence 5, step back, high block, step forward, low block, down to one knee, pull the bow back, high strike, low strike, head knee, come back up to the head rib strike, 4-point. That. There's the full form. There is sequence 5. Let's do it again, nice and slow. Finish sequence 4 again. Step back, high walk. Left leg should be forward, right leg back. Step forward, low walk. Now, you're going to drop down to your left knee and pull the bow back like this. In the ready position. High strike, low strike. As you're coming up, over the head rib strike. 4-point. Then finish. You can just come back, or you can do a nice little figure 8 and bow. You know, you can just come back and bow, that's all you gotta do. Alright, let's go through all the sequences again, then I'll show you the full form. Okay, sequence 1. Sequence 2. Sequence 4. Sequence 5. Alright, there's the 5 sequences. And make sure you have all the sequences down really good. After you know the basic moves to it, work on your stances a little more. Nice deep front stances, especially on the front thrust. Pull back. Nice defining move here. Okay? Nice, strong, powerful moves. When your students are doing this, don't let them just go like this. Okay, walk it out, keep your elbow up. Nice techniques. Okay? Now let's do the full form again. Nice and slow. One more time. Sequence 1. They're going to speed it up a little bit. Cue. Sequence 2. Alright. Now sequence 3. Remember, step back. Okay. Sequence 4. Cue. Sequence 5. There you go, there's the full form. Now, make sure and practice it. Remember, work on your techniques. Have all the sequences down. Make sure you have good techniques. That's the full bow form. You guys have fun with that? Welcome to the green chevron level of the Ultimate Bow program. Okay, at this level, we're going to learn some more new techniques, some exciting techniques. We're going to learn a new form, bow form 2. Okay? So now, when you shove your yellow chevron techniques down, your yellow chevron form, you should be getting more comfortable with the bow, be loosening up. You should have a good handle for the bow now, all the basic techniques. You should be working on your stances more now. Remember our longer front stances here. Work on these stances. Okay, and this level, we're going to have some new techniques on the ones you already learned. Okay, let's get started on the new techniques. The first one we're going to do is called a sweep. Okay, a sweep. Now it's going to look like an over the head to the knee. Over the head to the knee, you're going to go over the head, knee. Now sweep, you're going to go over the head and sweep. Okay, overhead and sweep. So you're not just going to the knee. Okay, you are going to the knee, but you're going to do a full sweeping motion here. Now, in the forms, normally we're going to do a sweep, uppercut, sweep, uppercut. So we'll call this a sweep uppercut. But right now, just make sure you have down the sweep. Okay? So here. Now, an important part of the sweep. We don't just keep our foot still, like in an overhead to the knee, we just go like that. A sweep, we extend our front leg, which will be our right in this stance. Slide it out as we do the sweep. So if we're going to do a sweep uppercut, we'll slide it out, pull it back in with our uppercut. Sweep. Okay. Sweep. Alright. That's the sweep. The next new technique is called a bow back fist. As the name says, bow back fist. We're doing a back fist with our bow. So a normal back fist. Alright, now bow back fist, we're here. Turn our hand over. Strike with the bow. Turn your hand over. Here. Come back. Really quick. So in a form we might do a 4-point, maybe a sweep uppercut, bow back fist. Bow back fist. Okay, here. Okay, it's called a bow back fist. Now one more time from this side here. Alright, so we have our sweep, we have our bow back fist. The next thing we're going to learn is called a down thrust. You know our front thrust? Pull back. You guys know this, we use it all the time, front thrust. Now, we're going to use the same application, the same theory. We're going to be thrusting downward though. So let's get into a left fighting stance. Left leg forward, right leg back. Now we're going to bring up our right leg, which is our back leg. Pull the bow up, down. So up, down. Up at an angle, down. So up, down. Okay, so right here. Up, down. Here. Down thrust. Okay. Down thrust. Alright. So what have we learned so far? Sweep. Bow back fist. Down thrust. Now the next technique is called the baseball bat. And it's called that because it resembles a baseball bat swing. So to do this, we're going to bring our hands down to the end of the bow. Normally we hold it in thirds in the middle, right? On everything we do pretty much. Now, whenever we do this, we'll be here. And we'll slide our hands down to almost the end. Nice grip here behind us, like we're holding a baseball bat, just like that. Shuffle forward, swing, straight across. Just like a baseball bat swing. Make it nice and loud, nice cut through the air. Very defining move in our forms. Okay, so we're here. Back, baseball bat. So in the form will be like this. Baseball bat. Okay? Now the next thing we're going to learn is called 5 points. What it is, it's a bit of a combination with some new type of techniques in it. So 5 points, 5 different strikes. We're here in attention. Step out to a left horse stance here. Okay, we're in a horse stance, left leg's forward. We're going to strike. Up at an angle here. At the corner. Corner. Step around with your right leg all the way, 180. Corner. Corner. Overhead rib strike. That's the 5 points. So here. Strike from this side. Step 180. It's the 5-point strike. One more time. Okay. There it is. That's the 5-point strike. Next thing we're going to learn, it's called a double figure 8. So to do this, let's have our hands open here, our palms open, and just hold the bow like this. Now here, right fighting stance, right leg forward, left leg back. And just hold the bow out like this, laying across your forearm. Here. Now remember a figure 8, just back and forth, figure 8, back and forth. That's what we're going to do, but we're going to do 2 of them. So we're here, figure 8, step around. So we do a figure 8, as we're doing it we step around with our left leg. We finish our figure 8, catch the bow, push down, another figure 8. So we're here, figure 8, push down, figure 8, step forward, strike, step forward, overhead front strike there. So we're here, figure 8. Let's look at it from this side. Figure 8, step around, press down, step forward. Okay, work on this one nice and slow. Okay, one more time. So it should look like this, full speed. That's double figure 8. Okay, the next thing we're going to learn is called a double double. And it's an interesting little technique, a little series of techniques with some spins in it. It's a lot of fun to do. So let's just be in a horse stance like this. Okay, now have the bow in your left hand around your back, catch it, step over. So around your back, catch it, cross it, step over, around, catch, around. This is the first part of the technique. Here, around. Just work on this first. So behind your back, open, catch, behind your back, catch, back. Catch, behind your back, catch. Work on getting your speed up. That's the next part. So we're here, horse stance, behind our back, step over, over, step down. Now it's in our right hand. Roll it on your wrist. So you're going to roll it over the top of your hand. So we're here, back, forward, right hand, roll it on top of your wrist and around. So you got to do it quick. Here, roll it over your wrist, catch it. This is a double here. Around your back, step over, here, wrist, hit, the other way, throw it up, catch, throw it up, catch, out. So it should look like this. Alright, look at it from this side. Here, behind, step over, behind, in front, roll over, hit, back, back, here. Okay, again, double. Behind your back, step forward, here, roll over, hit, back, double. Yeah, let's review everything we learned today. Sweep, bow back fist, down thrust, baseball bat, 5 points. Double figure 8. Double. Okay, there's all the new techniques for the green chevron level of ultimate bow. Make sure this technique's down really good. And go on, work on bow form 2 for the green chevron level. Welcome back to the green chevron level of the Ultimate Bow program. And now that you guys know all your new techniques for the green chevron level, we're going to go over the new form. It's called bow form 2. Okay? It's going to be pretty similar to bow form 1 in ways. It's going to have all of our new techniques in it. Alright, it's going to be a lot of fun to do. First, let me show you the form all the way through so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. Then we'll break it down piece by piece. So here's bow form 2. That's bow form 2. Okay? Now let's break it down piece by piece. As you can see, it's a very nice form. Work on the speed, work on the techniques, good stances, it'll look great. We start. We're going to start just like bow form 1. Bow. Now, in bow form 1, we do a salute and circle up. Bow form 2, we're going to bow, step out to a horse stance salute, circle up, bow block, step back, overhead rib strike, 4-point. Now right here's where you do your front thrust in bow form 1. And you finish the sequence of it. Bow form 2, we do another overhead rib strike. Overhead rib strike again. Pull back. Out. Bit of a back strike there. So it's the exact same at the beginning, but you're in a horse stance. when you salute and circle. And then on this side, instead of finishing with the thrust, you're going to go ahead and do another overhead rib strike and then pull it to the other side, as we'll work on some more here. Bow, salute, circle, block, overhead rib strike, 4-point, overhead rib strike, turn over the head and pull back, back strike, step up and present. Let's back strike, step up with your right leg, present. Okay, let's take a look from the side here. Go form 2. Circle up, block, step out, overhead rib strike, 4-point, overhead rib strike, over the head, turn, pull back, back strike, step up, present. Okay, one more time. Bow, salute, circle up, block, overhead rib strike, 4-point, overhead rib strike, around, back strike and out, step up, salute. Excuse me, step up, present. That's what we call it, we present the bow in front of us. Let's go up to that point and then we'll continue on with bow form 2. Bow, salute, circle, block, overhead rib strike, 4-point, overhead rib strike, around, back strike, present. Now we're here, we're in a right fighting stance, present. Remember this stance here? Yeah. It's from the double figure eight. And you finish that double figure eight with a front strike. So we start here, right fighting stance, double figure eight. Step back down our right fighting stance, 4-point. Sweep, uppercut, bow back fist. Okay? So we're here. We present double figure eight, 4-point. Sweep, uppercut, bow back fist. Okay? Let's look at that from the side. Present, double figure eight, 4-point. Sweep, uppercut, bow back fist. Okay, one more time from the side. Present, double figure eight, 4-point, sweep, uppercut, bow back fist. Okay? Now, from this bow back fist, we do our 5-point, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, pretty simple. I already learned that technique, right? So bow back fist, step up with our left leg, horse stance. 1, 2, 180-degree turn. 3, 4, 5 is overhead rib strike. We're in a nice good horse stance here. Okay, so from this side, we just did our bow back fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5-point. Now, we're here. We just did the 5th part of the 5-point and a horse stance. We're gonna step around with our left leg 270 degrees. Okay? See, 360 would be all the way where we started. 180 would just be in front. We're gonna step all the way out. Our left leg's gonna be here. Here. Around. So we just did our 5-point. Step all the way around, over the head rib strike. Okay, so we're here. Step here. So your left leg should be forward, right leg back. Over the head rib strike. So as you're turning the whole time, both should be going over your head. excuse me, that was only about 250. Okay, all the way to 270. Really good spin there. All right, let's look at it from this side. So here. Okay, 270-degree turn. You just finished your 5-point. Okay, great. Let's go all the way up to there in the form. Form 2. Salute. Start. Walk. Overhead rope strike. Overhead rope strike. 4-point. Overhead rope strike. Pull back. Back strike. Step up. Present. Double figure 8. 4-point. Sweep uppercut. Bow back fist. 5-point. 270-degree turn. Overhead rope strike. Okay, so we're here. 270-degree turn. Overhead rope strike. Okay, we're in a fighting stance here. We're going to do a sweep uppercut. A sweep over the head front strike. Sweep overhead front strike. So we just went like this. Sweep overhead front strike. And a right front stance. So we finish our 5-point. 270-degree turn overhead rope strike. Sweep overhead front strike. Okay, so from this side, finish our 5-point. 270-degree turn rope strike. Sweep overhead front strike. So now, from this front strike, watch this. This is kind of tricky. We're going to put the bow up. Step around. Okay? So we're here. Step around. Let's take a good look at this. Here. Step around. Switch to your left hand. Double, double. Cue. So, we did our over the head rope strike. Sweep, over the front strike. Down, around, double, double. Cue. All right, so from this side. Over the head rope strike. Sweep, over the head front strike. Around. Double, double. Cue. Down to a horse stance. Chop. And pull the bow up. Okay? So, we finish our 5-point. 270-degree overhead rope strike. Sweep, overhead front strike. Step around with your right leg. Double, double. Cue. From here, pull down, baseball bat. Okay? So you're here. Grab, shuffle forward. Okay? Here. Baseball bat. Up. Hands up. Overhead front strike. So you're here. Cue. Step up, knee strike, back, chin strike, poke, front strike. Okay, pretty long combination there. Let's look at it again. So we just finished our double double. Cue. Down. Baseball bat. Right knee up. Overhead front strike. Step up, feet together. Overhead knee, step back, chin strike, poke, front strike. Okay? Let's look at it from this side. So we're here. Cue. Baseball bat. Front strike. Step up, knee. Chin strike, poke. Front strike. Okay? Let's go all the way up to that point in our form. Go form 2. Good. Now from here, we just did our other front strike. Pull back to the front, rib strike. So right here, turn to the front, rib strike. Cross step uppercut. Okay? Here, just did a front strike, look to the front, rib strike, cross step uppercut. Figure 8, pull back, across, push block. Okay? So right here, front strike, look to the front, rib strike, cross step uppercut, pull back, across, push block, over the head, front strike. Okay? So look at it from this side. So over here, turn the back here, rib strike, cross step uppercut, figure 8, pull back, push block, overhead front strike. Okay, from this overhead front strike, 4-point. Front thrust. Good. Okay, so over here, cross step uppercut, figure 8, pull back, push block. Good. Okay, let's look at it on this side. Over here, cross step uppercut, figure 8, pull back, push block, overhead front strike, 4-point, front thrust. Good. Okay? Now, from this front thrust, we have our right leg forward, our left leg back. We bring our right knee up and block. So we're facing this direction. We go to the back, bring our right knee up and block. Set down, overhead front strike. So here, block. So, from this angle it's here. Right here. Block. Overhead front strike. Okay? Now from this overhead front strike, we're going to do 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So over here. Block. Overhead front strike. 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's look from the other angle. Your angle here that you should be doing good. There, just did our front thrust. Block. Overhead front strike, 5 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Let's go all the way up to that point I formed. Go form 2. Salute, circle, block, overhead rib strike, 4 point, overhead rib strike, turn, back strike, step up, present, double figure 8, overhead front strike, 4 point, sweep uppercut, bow back is 5 point, 270, overhead rib strike, sweep uppercut, step around double double. Base pull back, overhead front strike, step up, knee, chin strike, poke, front strike, rib strike, cross step uppercut, figure 8, push block, rib front strike, 4 point, front thrust, block, overhead front strike, 5 point. From here, it's the last part of the form. We just did our 5 point. Step back with our left leg, turn overhead rib strike. Here, step back with our left leg, overhead rib strike. Step up, over into a horse stance. Rib strike, knee strike, down thrust. Okay? So we just finished our 5-point. Step back, overhead rib strike, step up, over, rib strike, knee strike, down thrust, and step back at an angle. Okay? Start from this back ankle here. You're here. You just finish your 5-point. Step back, rib strike, step up, over, rib strike, knee strike, down thrust. Okay, one more time. We finished our 5-point. Step back, rib strike, step up, over, rib strike, knee strike, step back, down thrust. Okay? So we're here, our down thrust. Step up, feet together, front strike. Turn your hands over. Step back, 5 stance. Up, feet together, figure 8, and bell. That's where we finish the form. So we just did our down thrust. Step up, front strike, turn over, step back, figure 8. Yeah. So it should look like this. Okay, so from this angle, down thrust, step up, front strike, turn over, figure 8. And that's the whole form. And then we go through all of both form 2, real quick from this angle. Cute. Cute. That's both form 2. Let's take a look at this angle here. All the way through. Cute. Cute. There you go. That's bow form 2. Okay, work on it really hard, have the form down, and that concludes your green chevron level of ultimate bow.